after I retired, I looked for inexpensive and ways to get around, and I'm also an environmentalist, so I look for the least carbon footprint I can make. We have 2 vehicles, but we use that, like to get from here to Florida, or my wife's from Pennsylvania, so we use it for that, and I use it, in bad weather, and so I use it whenever I, can't ride the bike, but so it's a choice thing. Earlier in my life, I worked in New York City for about 6 years, and that's where I learned that the bus system is really the best way to get around. Traffic-wise, you avoid a lot of traffic, and you don't have to worry about parking, which isn't quite as big a deal here, but it's still expensive. And so that's why I think the bus is great. One of the things I do, my granddaughters live in Rockford, I live in Jenison, but I take my bike and ride to the bus station in Granville and end up at the Veterans Facility, and then I ride the White Pine Trail up to Rockford, and it takes a good while, but I make it there on very little money, especially since seniors get half price on the Rapid. Well, I think it gives a lot of people the opportunity. In fact, some people, that's the only choice they have is the bus. And it actually helps the whole community, I think, because it takes a lot of cars off the street that, would otherwise clog up the streets and make it slower for everybody. And it's actually easier, like especially in special events like Art Prize. You can go to a Meijer store and get on there, and you don't have to worry about parking. You get back home out of the traffic, and it just, I think it's good economically for the whole city. The main thing is just continue to ask where the service is needed, and I think they do a good job of that. They find out what's needed, and they have meetings of the general public, and they ask them what they want, and so I think what they're doing is very good, and just keep up what they're doing. And the growth that they've had shows that they're doing very well. It's really a good way for the young people to travel, because they can do their tweeting and texting and internet work while they're on the bus, and be safe about it. They won't have to worry about where they have to drive, and they can do all that stuff and not waste any time. I've been away from that age group for a long time, so it's hard to tell what they want, but I would think, well, especially like bigger cities, Chicago and New York and Portland, they all have excellent bus systems, and that's where the younger people want to go. Get on board the Rapid. Dump the pump.